The structure of crypto has permanently changed, and the strategies that used to work does not work anymore. We need a new strategy, but we also need to understand exactly how crypto works, how it functions, in order to properly execute this strategy. I need you to watch the entire video because I've structured all of the points in a specific order so that you can absorb the information and start climbing the information pyramid. But to get back on track, this is an altcoin trading strategy guide, but it's based on the structure of crypto. It's not about gambling on a bunch of altcoins or similar. It is a strategy with a very high success rate, and if you execute it properly, it has a 100% success rate. I have an absolutely fantastic example here of Sui when it first launched, and how this strategy can not only protect you from the dip, but also make sure that you nail the entrance of the project so that you can run the uptrend and make as much money as possible. Here on Sui, we first got protected from an 80% dip in the beginning. But if you were listening to all the other YouTubers, if you were listening to the narrative, you would have bought at launch and you would have lost all of your money running this dip down. But instead, if you listen to this strategy, you will understand that you're not here to gamble. You will not randomly enter a project without understanding how it works, especially when they just launch, because we don't understand exactly how it will perform and where it will go next. We're not here to gamble, we're here to follow this strategy. And by doing that, we avoided the total crash and dump, the extraction of Sui. And if you were really skilled and followed the strategy properly, you would have also shorted it in the beginning. The short in combination with the trend reversal that you bought into, you would have made over a 10x, while most other people lost all of their money. You would have been the insider extracting all of that capital. So why did I mention just this example? It is because we are gonna see a bunch more examples like this, because that is the difference in crypto now compared to before. Before, you had a bunch of altcoins that launched and a bunch of big players helped those projects pump 100x, 200x. We saw it all the previous bull runs, but now it's completely different. All of these big players are now insiders, and they have a strategy to extract your money without pumping the projects in the same way. You can see it on newly listed projects. We have Manta, we have AltLayer and similar projects, and they're launching with giant market caps, and they're here to extract your money. They can still pump, but the insiders have a bunch of tokens ready to unlock, and they're gonna dump it on the market. We're talking billions of dollars with the current market cap and with the current valuation of the project. We do not want that to happen. We want to join the insiders on the inside. In order to do that, we need this strategy, because we don't want situations like Sui to happen. We don't want to be gambling. If you do that, you will end up buying a project at launch like Sui, and you will have all of your money extracted by insiders. So let's talk about it. What strategy do they use in order to win repeatedly and never lose? The most important thing that all big players have in common, and that they all play by. I play by it as well, and it works. I'm doing it every single time we have a project, and it works. What you need is an advantage over other investors. It is as simple as that. It might not be as easy to get as you might think, but you can get an advantage. So here are some of the easy advantages that you can follow and stick to. If a project is about to be launched at Binance, maybe not now, but maybe in half a year, the project is going to be listed at smaller exchanges. And so you can sit ready at those exchanges, and you can ride the uptrend or the pump when it gets listed at Binance. It is simple, but not all projects are listed at Binance, but it is a strategy that you can use. I've linked down below 2 exchanges that I use for exactly this in order to find altcoins before they're listed at Binance. It's a simple strategy. Sometimes it yields a big pump, sometimes it yields a small pump, but you get an advantage over those guys that are just sitting at Binance. And believe me, there are a lot of people just sitting at Binance, especially retail and normies that are not that involved in crypto. They're resting at Binance, waiting for new projects. So here you can get the advantage of being able to buy them before they're listed at Binance. So what I do is I use these 2 exchanges, and you can enable a feature on them so that you get an email when a new project is listed for trading. But you need to have a strategy so that you don't get wrecked while waiting for the listing at Binance. So now you have a very simple advantage. It's not a big advantage, and it's not the advantage that big players use. They have climbed the information pyramid, or well, in this case, they kind of own the entire pyramid, but they have really big advantages like being able to buy projects before they are made or before they are listed. They can fund projects and get tokens that they can ROI at launch and then print money for free over multiple years. The advantages are actually very, very obvious. Even if you look at a person like me, like what advantage does I have? There are other small advantages that you can get. I have a bunch of people sending me questions about editing my videos, about working for me and similar, because then they can get access to information before other people get it. They are finding small ways to get advantages when it comes to trading in crypto, and it works. But in order to increase the success rate to 100%, you need to climb and get a bigger advantage. The advantage that we are going for is being able to buy in on projects before they are launching, being able to join private sales, being able to join seed sales and similar. In order to get access to all of this, the only way you can do that is to provide value. So let's talk about how you can provide value and how you can be valuable. You can be an artist and work for projects. You can be a coder. You can work with deals between influencers and projects. There are a million ways to go about doing this, and you need to figure out your own way. The value that you provide is equal to the information that you get. So you need to start providing value. Just think about it. Whenever you're losing in crypto, ask yourself, am I providing value? You will see that the moment that you start providing value, you will start winning in crypto. The next point here, thinking critically. So you need to be thinking critically about crypto and about consuming content in crypto. The only way to do that is to realize that crypto is PvP. It's player versus player everywhere. It's you versus the influencer. It's you versus the exchange. The influencer is not on your side. The exchange is not on your side. The project is not on your side. Nobody is on your side. It's you versus everyone else, and you need to be thinking critically, and you need to be thinking outside of the box. If you are consuming a YouTube video on, for example, top 5 altcoins that you should buy, you are being fooled. The narrative is being targeted strictly at you in order to buy these projects. You think critically and you understand that you cannot listen to this information. Once you do that, you realize that if you think outside of the box, you will be able to form your own strategy and make it out of here. My way of doing this is climbing the information pyramid, providing value, and that way I've been getting access to information that has given me an advantage in crypto, and it works. But there are other ways of doing it. You just need to think about it and realize that all the information that you're being fed for free does not work. It's here to farm you. So the strategy that I use personally, it's simple. I use trend trading in order with providing value and getting access to information. For example, nailing the Sui situation. The project launched and I realized that this project was not gonna make it. It's gonna dip in the beginning. The information let me know that, so the decision that I made is that I cannot buy this project because it's gonna dip. Now this was the perfect opportunity to short Sui, ride it all the way down, but I also know that Sui had a very strong narrative run around it, so I knew that when the trend reversed, I'm gonna put in a buy order and ride it all the way up. I avoided the crash in the beginning, and I made over 300% on the uptrend. And I did this using information and trend trading. I have my own indicator and strategy for that. I've just made it more simple for myself by using the archive indicator, but you can use pretty much any trend indicator. We have some great upcoming examples here like AltLayer and Manta. I'm covering these projects live on the YouTube channels. You should definitely follow me. I will do update videos on that. I will do update videos on the trend, but they're looking similar to Sui, so they could crash in the beginning. We gotta be careful with it. I've made some videos on it already. I'm gonna keep you guys as up to date as I can on my Twitter and on YouTube, following the trend so that we can make a good entry point. That is the entire point here that I want to drive home. I want you guys to start acting, start providing value, start getting advantages so that you guys can start winning. I'm tired of seeing the fake narratives run. I want to bring some fresh air into crypto so that all of you guys can stop being farmed.